Watercolor Ponies by Wayne Watson, illustrated by Sandra Shields. What a beautiful baby, said Grandma Martha. Little April looked up at her with big blue eyes. How time flies. It seems like only yesterday that your mommy was this little. Martha remembered all the fun times with her daughter Catherine was little. The new puppy swinging in the park, going to Mr. Roberts' farm to ride the ponies. Now Martha was a grandmother, and as she held her new grandbaby for the first time, she said, I love you more than I can say, more than words can tell, and though I hold you close today, you will someday, one day, ride away. Grandma Martha brought some wonderful gifts for little April, a stuffed bunny, a soft pink blanket, and one very special gift that was most precious to her. I've been saving this for you, April. It was a simple painting of a pony. Little April couldn't know just how special the picture would be, at least not right now. Even April's daddy and mommy didn't pay much attention to the watercolor pony at first. Catherine hadn't remembered painting it for her mother so many years ago. When April took her first step, mommy and daddy beamed with pride. Daddy held April in his arms and said, I love you more than I can say, more than words can tell, and though I hold you close today, you'll someday, one day, ride away. Late one night, little April was crying. Her favorite pink blanket was wet with tears and her fever was very high. Though April was becoming such a big girl, she still needed her mommy and daddy. Some nights as they rocked her to sleep, they would whisper Grandma's words. Catherine smiled and smiled as she helped April dress for her first day of school. Bye, Mommy, April called out. I love you, sweetie, Catherine said, loud enough for April to hear. More than I can say, she said quietly to herself. You're quite a young lady, April. Oh, Daddy, please let me go to the party. All my friends will be there. All your friends, thought her father, are not my little girl. Is everything packed, honey? I think so, Mom. Wow, I'm really going off to college, she sighed. Mom, is it okay to be a little afraid? You or me, dear? Asked Catherine. April packed her clothes and all her favorite things. She glanced at the simple painting of a pony that her grandmother had given her so long ago. She never understood why it was so special to everyone. Once again, she read the words on the back of the frame. April's baby boy was born on the first day of spring. There were new flowers in the yard and a nest of baby birds singing. She and her husband had hoped and prayed for this day. April couldn't believe she was a mommy. With her son in her arms, she remembered when she was a little girl. Time had passed so quickly. Grandmommy Catherine and Granddaddy Joe flew on an airplane to visit their new grandson. Granddaddy Joe held a brand new baseball glove in his lap. Perfect gift for my fine grandson, don't you think? He said. Grandmommy had a special gift, too. The beautiful box she held was all wrapped in silver with a fine blue ribbon. There was a small card attached to the outside, and it read, Boys to men do quickly pass, childhood days go by so fast. Hold this dear one while you may, he'll someday, one day, ride away. And April opened the box her mother gave her. Inside was the simple little painting of a pony in a brand new blue frame. It's for the baby's room, Grandmommy said, smiling. I've been saving this for you, little fella. There on the back of the picture were the same words April had read all her life. She never really understood them before, but now the meaning was very, very clear. I love you more than I can say, more than words can tell, and though I hold you close today, you'll someday, one day, ride away. There are watercolor ponies on my refrigerator door, in the shape of something I don't really recognize, brushed with careful little fingers and put proudly on display, a reminder to us all of how time flies. Seems an endless mound of laundry and a stairway laced with toys, gives a blow-by-blow reminder of the war, that we fight for their well-being, for their greater understanding, to impart a holy reverence for the Lord. But baby, what will we do when it comes back to me and you? They look a little less like little boys every day. Oh, the pleasure of watching the children growing is mixed with a bitter cup of knowing the watercolor ponies will one day ride away. And the vision can get so narrow as you view through your tiny world, and little victories can go by with no applause. But in the greater evaluation, as they fly from your nest of love, may they mount up with wings as eagles for his cause. Still, I wonder, baby, what will we do when it comes back to me and you? They look a little less like little boys every day. Oh, the pleasure of watching the children growing is mixed with the bitter cup of knowing the watercolor ponies will one day ride away.